Alright, so in this video, I'm going to talk about APA end of text references with you. If you watch this video, as I mentioned in the class as well during the lecture, you have two files. One is this handout, APA end of text references handout, and the other one is my PowerPoint file. So I shared both of them with you, available in the lecture material folder. Video or recording will be available in the recording folder. So now we will discuss this. One thing I want to tell you, if you, when you are using these handouts, there is this. So every slide has a heading, and that slide is giving you like sort of rule how to type if you are using a book, and the handout is giving you example to that. So if you see book by a single author here in this handout, on my slide you would see book by a single author, the rules. So first of all, I just want to mention that what you are using in your, like in this course, you have to use books or ebook and journal articles. If so, one book is a must. Everybody must use a book or ebook. As I told you, you can use a textbook or a course book, like you are taking a course in one of your major courses or in any department. So in that course you have a textbook, and in that textbook you have a sentence or an idea that can easily fit into any of your main ideas within the outline for the paper. That's already your book. You don't have to search for any other books. If you don't have like this, you can use an ebook. So it doesn't have to be from this semester also. It can be 2 years ago you have a book, as long as it is within the last 15 years and it is related to your topic. And then you need to have one journal article. So there must be one book or ebook and one journal article. That's the first thing. If you all, and everybody must use 4 minimum sources, so nobody can have 3 sources. If you go maximum more than 4, you can be up to 7 only, so between 4 and 7. So if you already have 4 sources, you have, let's say, one book and one journal article, and you also found a web article, so just an article, not a journal article, you can also use that as one extra source. That is accepted. However, again, it's better to stick to books and journals within the database. One more thing before I start, you really don't have to use only QU library. You can use, a lot of students told me they are members at the Qatar National Library. Qatar National Library has sometimes more articles and more sources than QU library in some cases, so you can use from there. If you are able to open journal articles from Google Scholar, you can definitely use them, as long as they are journal articles. They don't have to be from within QU library, so you can find them anywhere else and use them, as long as your sources are academic and meet the course requirement within the last 15 years. You're totally fine. So let's start this. I'm going to, so basically your job is easier as well if you only stick to books or ebooks. You only need to make sure all the books entries, all the sources are okay on your references page. And then journal articles, so you only need to understand how to enter the reference or type the reference for my book or ebook, and how to type the reference for my journal articles. If you only focus on them, your life is easier. So let's remove this one now. So again, one more time, we are talking about the references page that you have to type all your sources. Now let's go to the first part. So here I'm talking about these two slides here, book by single author, book by 2 or more authors. They're talking about books which are hard copies. Same thing if you go to the handout, say the first 2 headings are about print sources. If you have a hard copy of a book, you would do this. There's not much of a difference. You'll see that in a minute. So one thing I would like to tell you first, number one, you're not going to type all of this information. And let me also open the sample outline. So I think I closed it. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so just give me a minute. I'll just do this one. All right. We go to one course and open the sample outline. So basically, we are talking about the last page, the outline references. Now, what I was saying, you don't have to type all of this information. You can just get help from QU library or wherever you are. If it is offering you the help, you just copy paste the information here. But make sure at the end you check the formatting, you follow the APA rules. So that way you make sure that everything is correct. Now going back to my first slide here, book by a single author, hard copy, let's say. So one thing I want to tell you, whatever sources you use, book, journal article, a website article, web document, you have to understand that the first part here, all of this would be same for anything. So for the author's information, you must have number one, last name, number two, type a comma, space. I here means I stands for initial. So this is the first letter of the first name, author's first name. Only take the first letter, make it capital, period, dot, and then space. If there is a middle name, most of the time there is a middle name as well. So first letter of the middle name, initial again, dot, period. So last name is full spelling, comma, first letter of first name will come next, a dot, period, or full stop, and then first letter of the middle name, dot. Next, you will have bracket and here. And you already know when there is no date provided, you still have to type these parentheses and type n dot d dots from the in-text citation. You already know that. Period again and title. Now it can be title of the book, it can be title of the article. So these things and a dot, these things are fixed for books, journals, any other type of sources. This is fixed in APA. The what will change here? Well, there could be multiple authors. So you'll type the same information for multiple authors, each author one by one. There can be no date. You'll type n dot d dot. So what is really going to change? The changes will be within the title. So for example, this is the title of the book. As you can see, it is typed as italic. You see this typing is normal. And when I come here, you see this I is highlighted. So normally, this is the normal typing, whether Microsoft Word or PowerPoint. But if you want to make it italic, as per the APA requirement, so select this and I select I here, so it's italic. So some titles are italic, some are not italic. That would be the difference. Some title have all first letter, all initial letters capital, but off and at these words are never capitalized, like they're in the middle. But all, and some titles are only first letter capital. So for example, here only the first letter is capital. These things will change. Capital, not capital, italic, not italic. But the fixed part is this, as I said, author's information, which has last name, first letter of the first name, first letter of the middle name, if there is a middle name, parentheses, bracket, you'll put the year there, of course, dot, put the title. Okay, so this is fixed. So if you understand this, everything else will be easy for you. Now, let's say I'll give you an example. So I'll type my full name here, and let's say I have 2021. Now I'm using this source, so my last name according to this would be this, and then my first name, capital M only, first letter, initial, space, dot, space, middle name, the first letter is F, dot, parentheses, let's say it is 2021, dot, and then I'll put the title, depending on again the information. So this is how these things are fixed. Okay, now let's look at the book. So if you have a hard copy of a book, how do you do that? How do you put the reference? Again, author's information. First, already explained it to you. Date, type the title of the book, dot. Now the title of the book, notice how many letters are capital. It's only the first letter capital. Is it italic? Not italic, it is italic. And then company name or publisher name with a dot. So this is for a book. If there are multiple authors, of course, you will type multiple authors. The only thing that will change, if you have a title and subtitle, it would be a little bit different. I'm going to go to the handout and show you that in a minute. Publisher, all first letters would be capital. It's normal font. A dot is there. So let's look at an example from the handout. As I said, we'll go back and forth. Now this is the sample. last name, first letter of the first name, you can see that, dot, date, and the title of the book. Notice only first letter is capital and title is in italic. Company name, publisher name, C is capital, L is capital. All first letters would be capital. So, and then a dot. This is book by one author. If the book is written by two or more authors, multiple authors, you have to type all the names. So all same information for every author. Last name, comma, first name, first letter, middle name, first letter, dot, dot, there two times, and a comma, space, second author, all the same information. Before the last author in APA, you have to use this symbol equal to and, you know that already, of course. And then now here you see the difference here. This is one line title, this is two line title, a title and a subtitle on the book. So title first, first letter capital, colon or two dots, second title or subtitle, second line of the title, first letter capital, everything else is small. The entire title plus subtitle will have to be italic. So it's already italic. Company name, first letter capital, a dot. This is if you are using a book. If you're using an ebook, not much of a difference. You still give us all the information up to the publisher name, company name, and then just give us the link without any period, of course, after the link, hyperlink, and we should be able to open your link and go to the book as well, the same website, same page. So this is how you'll do book and ebook. The only difference there is you have to add the link, of course, because it's an electronic source, so you need to provide the web address, the hyperlink, and here it's a hard copy, so no need to do that. Now this is about books. Now what I will talk about first is about journal articles. So first of all, even in my PowerPoint slide, you have, I'll go to journals here, article in a scholarly journal. Okay, and then article from a database, library database with DOI, without DOI. So that's what we will discuss here. Same headings on my handout. The difference, you don't have to really learn the technical terminologies here. What is DOI? It's just like sort of a number or a sequence that is issued to different articles that will become your hyperlink. And if it is provided, if it is not provided, then you have to give us the web address, the browser address. That's the difference between with DOI and without DOI. So let's look at it. Then we'll go to the handout, and then we'll go to QU library and look at that from there as well. And I'll teach you a few things there. Now for the library database or any database, I didn't say QU library. So you will put again author's information. Now the difference is, this is same, all of this, but the difference is now you will have two titles. Every article has it. So journals have their own title. Journal of Science, Journal of Health Science, Journal of etc, whatever. But journal has a title. Journal has its own title, and then within the journal there are multiple articles, sometimes 10 articles, sometimes a lot more than 10. So each article has its own title, own authors as well. So you will have two titles, title. You'll have the title of the article and you will have the title of the journal as well. So this time you will have two titles. Most journals give you volume number, so you will have to do the volume number. If available, if not available, no problem. You will have to provide the first page and last page of the journal, of the article. And if there is a DOI provided, you will see that. And I'm going to the QU library website. I'll show you there. You copy that, the entire address as your link, and of course no period. If the DOI is not provided, you will give us the web address. Everything else will be similar. So let's look at my sample first, and then we'll go to QU library and try to search articles there and use those articles and work on our references page. So here, this is the article with DOI, for example, author's information first, the year and date, everything. This article title, you can see only first letter capital. It has two lines, title and subtitle. So before the second line or before the subtitle, colon and or two dots, whatever you call it, capital here, and then nothing capital. Africa is capital because it's a country's name. Journal title, italic, all first letters capital other than these connecting words of and. Everything else is capitalized. Comma, volume number is also italic. We don't use VOL, V dot, volume, nothing. No letters there, only the number itself. If there is an issue number goes into this parentheses or bracket with a comma. First page of this article dash last page of the article dot website link. This time it is a DOI. Here is everything is similar. It's not a DOI, so it's a web address. So this is the thing. Let's go and search for articles and use them in our outline. So I'm going to the library, e-resources. I'm only looking at articles right now. So letter A first, academic search. Now because I'm working from home, so I might have to log in. Let's see. Okay, it worked. Okay, all right. So as I did in the class, my topic is smoking, and my first main idea is lung cancer, for example, long-term smoking and lung cancer relationship. So I'll search. I'm not teaching you how to search. That was a different session. We're only talking about references page right now. So let's say this is my article. Let's say October 2023. So all the information I mentioned on my slide that APA requires, everything is provided to you even without opening the article. Author's information, date, volume number, issue number, pages, DOI link. But we don't need to copy or paste from here or type everything from here. We have a lot of help available, so we'll just use the help. So I go to this article, again, all information provided for your reference with, see, you can see that here as well. Site, go to options site, select APA 7th edition because that's the latest. There's no other edition we can use. Select, copy. Now, before you copy, you have to notice a few things. Everything looks here correct, only first letter capital, all authors information provided, and then we also have this journal title, all first letters capital, off cannot be, and is it in italic already, volume number is it in italic, page number, everything is complete. So when copy and paste, I'm going to show you a few things that as a student. So let's me, okay, this is a sample outline, so let's open a new file. And so if you directly just copy and paste, you will have a few issues with the format. So you can see there is like a light gray color text box in the background. That's because I just copied and pasted from internet directly. You don't have to do that. You right click, and so some students use only text option. If you click on this option, if you select this option here, what will happen, everything which is in italic will change. So the journal title was in italic, you can match from here as well. Now no more. Volume number is in italic correctly, but he's here no more. So this option will give you this problem and you will have to fix. So the best option is you right click after copying from QU library and this one, this option, merge formatting. So on Mac, I think it will be match format or match formatting option. That's the one you will select after right clicking. All right, so this is the one we will use. I'm going to remove all of this. So this is one of my options. Next is I'm going back to the QU library database. So I'm no longer using academic search. I'm going to the other one, ProQuest, so the letter P. ProQuest Central. You can use other databases related to your major as well, but these are the two we have shown you in detail before. All right. Okay, very slow. Okay, so let's select full text, peer reviewed. And now I have my another idea. My other idea is smoking and heart. What are the effects of long-term smoking on someone's heart? So let's say this is the article. What's the date here? 2020. Okay, so I want to use this article. Let's open it now. Here, without even opening, again, information is provided for anybody's reference: volume number, issue number, author, date, page number, everything is there. Cite option is already here. So let's say I'm using this article. So cite seem to have, oh, didn't work. Alright, so now by default, this ProQuest is usually showing APA 6th edition. Don't copy quickly because you'll have mistakes. So go there and select APA 7th edition. All right, so seventh edition, make sure you select this one, copy. Already copied. Go back, and now you remember again three things I told you. I'm going to do direct copying and pasting. So this time it worked a little bit better, but it's better to use this option. Right click and merge text, merge the format. Now all capital small letters are okay, but I see here it should not be capital. It's the title of the article, so we cannot have so many capital letters here unless it's an abbreviation of something which it doesn't show it. Okay, then journal title is okay. We'll fix the formatting later together. So everything else is fine. You just go down. Let's say I'm using another article. So let's say I want to show you something with ProQuest. Let's say I'm using two articles from here, from this page. So this is number 2 I'm using, and number 4 I am using, two of them. So select them with the checkbox. You just check, and then cite. So I'll get two of my references complete here. Now copy. Make sure again, we just did that, so it's an APA already 7th. You have to make sure. Copy and paste. See, two of them. Better this time. Again, let me do this. All right, right click, merge. So this is done. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 for the book. Let's say I'm using which one? This is my book. Let's see. So I'm gonna take this one. Now the formatting will be all like different. So this is, I have my 4 sources, 1, 2, 3, 4 sources now. This looks very long because of so many authors there. Okay, so now I need to check capital and small letter. This is wrong. I need to fix all of this. Fix. Okay. Ambient fine art. No, we cannot keep these letters capital. I plus B. H should not be capital. R should not be capital. This is fine and that's fine. Findings, this is okay. Adults 8 million. M cannot be capital. A shouldn't be capital. Okay, this is the name of a place. Now this is an abbreviation, KPCS, Kashgar Prospective Cohort Study. So we'll just leave it as it is. Journal title is already italic, comma, volume number, issue, everything is okay. It's only one page of the article, so it's only one page provided there. So then this is okay. Now let's talk about the formatting. So first of all, we already gave you that on the template, but you need to make sure the heading is always on the center of the page and references, and it is bold. This is the only thing which is going to be bold on this page here. References, heading, center and bold. And it's not, a lot of students just say reference. You're not using one reference, you're using references. You have multiple sources, right? Next, font and size. So let's work on font and size. Select all, go to Times New Roman, of course, make it 12 size. So Times New Roman 12. Okay, now we need to do alphabetical order. So your sources are arranged in alphabetical order. You have the sort option here, but I'm not going to do that one because a lot of students get confused. I'm going to do it manually. So you have, look at the first letters R, S, A, H, E. So in all these letters, the first, of course, obviously, this is the first one. So I'm going to remove it from here, press enter, paste here. So this is A. And now it should be E. Remove from here, paste it here. Okay, E and then H, of course. Cut and paste here. R, S. So A, E, H, R, S. So now we have all of them correctly done. Now spacing. Okay, so for the spacing, you can do first select all, make it 1.0, and then after that you can do the hanging indentation. There is something called, oh, I didn't do the double spacing, so let me do, or you can do double spacing in the end if you want to do that. So let's do the hanging indentation. What is hanging indentation? Remember you did the indentation on the response writing and before. So you just press the tab key for anything. So if I want to make use indentation here, the tab key. But what is the rule here? Hanging means the first line is not indented, it's normal on the left side. The new lines, so this is line 2 and line 3, the new lines, the other lines are indented. So tab key here, press your tab key here. First line normal, tab, tab, tab. First line normal, left, tab. So let's do it. We go to my outline here. Now I'll do it as a student and you'll see your problem. So first line has to be normal. It's already okay, but this should be indented. So if I press the tab key here, the entire source is moving, all the lines are moving together. So you can press enter first, tab key, tab, sorry, what happened? Tab. So now it's fine, right? This one is already done. Now second line, if I press tab, everything is moving together. Enter, tab, totally fine. Tab, everything is okay now. This one will be the same problem, you see. So enter, tab, enter key. Oh, sorry, tab. So this is done. Same like directly press enter here, tab, and tab. So this part is done. Let's do the spacing now. So spacing is better to do in the end. I'll make it 1.0 first. Remove space after paragraph. So see, everything is okay now. Now I can select 2.0. Double spaced here. So it's all okay now. See. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one more time. Heading in bold, references, alphabetically ordered. Check capital and small letters like here. So I have problems here. You see this one is not correct. I need to fix. So cannot be capital, cannot be, oh sorry, what did I do? Small, small u, small s, small m. This is something you need to do. You cannot just say I copied from QU. That's why there is a problem. Yes, you can copy. We are already providing you all of those options, but after copying you need to make sure you are checking everything. All your hyperlinks are also live. This one is not, so enter. Now it is okay. All of them are live. This one is not, so make it a hyperlink. Check all of those things. What is italic, what is not italic. So remember, title of the book must be italic, title of journal must be italic, and if there is a volume number, volume numbers are also italic. So this is it about book and journal articles that I wanted to show you. Formatting also I showed to you. If you have questions or if you want to use any other sources, you can always contact me. Like if you're using a web article, I can talk about that as well, but not in this video, because the purpose of this video is to only show about book and journal articles and the overall formatting of the references page. So this is it. I'm gonna stop now.